Hey, what's up, guys? Coming to you from Pahrump, Nevada again, over by the rural airport. As you can see over here, there's like a plane taking off as we speak. I just thought it was a cool place just to start a video. I'm kind of on the north end. Oh, he's gassing it up now. I'm surprised how fast they take off. It doesn't seem like he's going that fast. But the last one I watched, he took off super fast. There he goes. I just thought it was a cool place to start a video. So I'm gonna head up towards Johnnie. Since I'm on the north end of Pahrump right now, I'm gonna head. Let me turn the camera around one more time. Right now, I'm just north of the airport. There's the airport. Look at south. There's Shadow Mountain over in the distance. And I'm gonna head north. And not only can you just fly out of this airport in Pahrump, but you can actually live. You can buy a house on the side of the runway here and just take off as you please. So something to consider if you're a pilot or if you're looking to be. So they're very airport friendly around here. And what better way to navigate these mountains than with an airplane? So something to consider. Anyways, I'm gonna get back to riding. I'm gonna head up towards Johnnie, Nevada. It's just a little ghost town where people used to mine for gold back in the day. Now it's all just private property. You could barely even get off the road. It's all no trespassing signs everywhere you go. So after that, I'm gonna head up towards Crystal, Nevada, which is right next door to that almost. So, okay, I'm just gonna get on the bike and get riding. Thanks. So I thought I'd stop here for a minute. I'm right off Highway 160 north of Pahrump, and this is kind of the backside of Shadow Mountain, way up here, all this. So this is where a lot of people go and kind of look for gold here and there. I was checking land status on the gold mining apps, and it says that a lot of these are still open now. They used to do a lot of gold mining all over the place because this is kind of where you can find quartz in the ground. Unlike some spots, you really want to look for quartz stone. If you can find that, you're probably in a good spot to find some gold. So this is where I stopped. I just wanted to kind of point out some of the areas around here. As you can see behind my bike, I stopped because I saw like this big quartz stone just hanging out of the dirt, and all over out this way there's like quartz just sticking out of the kind of mountain range here. So you can see there's outcroppings way up high. I'll do a drone flyover of all this in a little bit, but as you can see, I just wanted to kind of point out the different types of geology here. There's all different types, but this is mainly a bunch of quartz just sticking out right out of the mountainside. So a lot of people do a lot of different types of gold prospecting around here, and I just like poking around because last time I took my metal detector out here, I could definitely see, like in the caliche bed, there was a couple of spots where somebody took some heavy machinery from back in the 80s, and they just dug out probably like 10 feet deep and probably 100 feet long of just trenches that are down in these mountains sometimes you can see them like way out there, as I might go out there later, but there was definitely evidence of like there was gold popping up on my metal detector. I just couldn't get to it because it was so hard. This caliche clay is like a little softer than concrete, I guess. So you really need to bring like a cordless hammer drill or something like that if you're going to try and extract some of this, because my metal detector was definitely reading that there was metal in this caliche clay, but it's so hard that you definitely need something more than like a pick and a hammer. That's for sure. If you're gonna do some sampling, that is. So anyways, I just wanted to stop and just kind of do a little drone fly over so you could check it out for yourself. And this is kind of looking east over here. As you can see, the clouds are kind of piling up over the Spring Mountains over there. So it's about maybe 60 out, something like that. It's pretty nice. A little cloudy, overcast today, but I thought it was a nice day just to go for a ride and kind of clear my mind. So here we are. I kind of made it to one of these old mining sites, kind of behind me here. Somebody was way up in these hills. I'm like quite a bit, I don't know what my elevation is right now. I think it's over 3,500 feet or something. And as you can see, this is kind of Shadow Mountain back here. So I just thought I'd kind of walk back into this little area. Somebody spent a ton of money just digging all this huge pile out of this little crevice over here. I was up here with my metal detector, I don't know, last year, probably in October, and I noticed that I was going off pretty good in some of these little areas, but it's all in this caliche bed. So you got to get down to the false bedrock, which is pretty much where this kind of, I don't know, just turns into a rock hard sediment. So this is where somebody back in I think it was 85 or something like that, was the last time this was claimed. So you always want to check your land status too. When you're poking around in the middle of nowhere, sometimes you're on somebody's claim. If you see like little 4x4 posts that are spray painted like yellow or blue or something like that, you might want to just always check your land status, because you don't want some crazy person coming up on you saying, hey, you're on my claim, I'm gonna stick a gun in your face or something. You know, some of these people are nuts. So just always be wary of that. You know, just check your surroundings, check your land status for sure. You don't need any problems like that. I definitely don't want that. So anyways, back to where somebody was digging a hole way back. Yeah, so they just kind of dig out and take some good samples, because some of this stuff, it does have some small amounts of gold. Up in the Johnnie mine, there was, I think on the books, they produced like 500 ounces of gold they pulled out of this little tiny mine just north of Pahrump, Nevada. So I thought this would be a cool spot to just make a video and kind of slowly make my way up there. So this is kind of the view of North Pahrump. And there's a whole bunch of these, like examples of this, all over the place down this mountain range, like all the way up the road for another 5-10 miles probably. So I just thought it was really cool. I just wanted to check it out because it's a pretty easy trail ride to get up here. It's pretty maintained, hard rock, hard packed, so not bad. You could probably get up here with a car almost. So anyways, I'm gonna head up the road and keep on checking out some cool stuff. Hang in there. All right, so I made it to one more of these little dugout spots because they were so close together. I was like, we may as well just walk around the mountainside. So that's what I'm doing for you guys. So I just thought there's some pretty good examples of like a copper deposit. Is that you'll see kind of a green sediment, kind of corrosion coming out of the rock because it's got a whole bunch of copper in it. So whenever you see something like that, that's a good example of copper. And wherever you're going to see copper, you might see some gold with it too. If there's some quartz, I'm in this little pit here. I'm looking for some quartz. And it seems like whoever busted this apart probably picked up every single piece of quartz and just crushed it in like a milling operation or something like that to get the gold out of it. So it's kind of hard to find in some of these spots where somebody obviously spent a ton of money digging all this dirt and rock out, and I'm sure they picked through it with a fine-tooth comb to get every little piece of quartz out of there. So when I was in Phoenix, all of the downtown Phoenix, they had a whole bunch of these just kind of greenish rocks all over for landscaping. I thought that was really cool because apparently it's all over the place. Here's another piece right here on the ground, just really colorful. They really stand out with that aqua green color. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of this if you just look around. So if you need some new landscaping, just look down at your feet and sometimes you'll find some cool rocks. So whenever you see quartz, just maybe stop and check it out. If you got a metal detector, whip that baby out and try and find some gold. All right, well anyways, I'm gonna head down the road to Johnnie and I'll be right back. Here I am right outside of Johnnie, Nevada. Sorry, my GoPro died, so I don't have any road action, so this is kind of going to be a talking video. So anyways, this is where apparently they found over 500 ounces of gold up in these hills, them there hills up there. So we got somebody prospecting, I believe, way out there. I'll turn the camera on. And it looks like there's a truck or something out there. But they're doing a little... So there's a lot of mining claims in this area. And I just was taking a little breather here on the side of the 160. And I thought I'd just kind of walk around and see what I can find in the desert. And as I'm walking up the road, I can clearly see that there's a cholla cactus here. And these things are super sharp. And they're known as the jumping cholla because as they get a little older, as you can see, some of these fell off, and that's why they call it the jumping cholla, because all these little nubs, these little growth areas, they fall off real easy in the wind or if you pass by, stuff like that. So, and also, as you can see, the skeleton as it dies, it looks like there's a bunch of, it looks like Swiss cheese almost. So when you can find a really big one of those, people actually buy those at like all these Western stores. I've seen some of these gigantic, they're probably like 3-4 inches across, and it looks like a big perforated tube pretty much. So that's kind of cool. It doesn't grow really huge, at least not around here. If you go down by like south of Phoenix, these things get pretty tall, or like Wickensburg, Arizona. So I just be careful of these things. These things have little barbs on the end. I don't know if you can see, but there's like, these things are super sharp. One time I just touched it and it actually poked my skin through. So just on accident. And also, look at this. Fireball whiskey. Boo! Somebody dropped their Fireball on the side of the road. I pick these things up all the time. These things are everywhere, alongside the roads, everywhere, out in the middle of nowhere. So some people are like, hey, Mylar balloons, I gotta pick these things up because they never break down, which they don't. And I pick them up too when I see them. But these Fireball whiskeys, these things are always everywhere. So they're small, I can fit them on my bike. So I just figure I'm gonna throw this bad boy away properly and recycle it at the Pahrump Walmart, which they have free recycling of all cardboard, any kind of glass, plastic, anything. Just bring it to their parking lot and throw it in. So please recycle if you can. Things will be laying in the desert until the cows come home. So anyways, that's my little rant for today. Anyway, so, okay. Oh yeah, I was gonna have more video of me riding, but I forgot to charge my GoPro. So I don't have too much of that. It's going to be mostly a talking video from here on out. But anyways, so other things that you might find right next to that Fireball whiskey somebody fired out their truck window when they were pissed drunk one night was right next to this was a little metal can that probably washed down the mountainside probably 100 years ago. But it's opened twice on the top. So, it's full of dirt, that's for sure. So I don't really collect those, but some people do. Oh, here's another. It's like a wagon wheel or something. What is this? Yeah, kind of. Wow, this thing's heavy. Yeah, it might be a wagon wheel. I don't even know what this is. Kind of a clasp for a barrel top or something. I don't know. Looks like a wagon wheel. But anyways, that's kind of cool. You never know what you're going to find. If you walk around, kind of like this quartz sample right in the ground. So anyways, I was just making a quick video of Johnnie Nevada. This is where people used to live. Nowadays, it doesn't seem like it's really happening. Unless you're into mining. So if you're into mining, get a claim up some land up there. Probably find a little bit of gold. So anyways, I'm going to get back to town, charge my GoPro so I can make a longer riding videos for everyone to enjoy. And let's see, I think today's Thursday. So I'm going to probably try and head up to Beatty or Rhyolite this weekend and make a video of that, because it's not too far away, and that's like one of the largest ghost towns in America. Hopefully ride up there. It's supposed to be in the 70s maybe this weekend, so I'm going to get up there probably in a couple days and make some videos of that and test out my drone a little more. I don't know. I've only crashed it once or twice and it seems pretty durable. I'm just kind of outside of Crystal, Nevada, which is behind me. This is looking north, and also that's like Area 51, kind of out that way. All right, so if I turn the camera around, I'm looking north. That's Crystal, Nevada, out this way. There's not a lot of people that live there. That's very rural. So, and then you got Armagosa, which is like way out that way. And then this is Ash Meadows, like that big sandy area. That's kind of where all the pupfish are. I'll make a video of that too soon. So, and then that big blue mountain range behind there, that's the Funeral Mountain Range. So that goes on for quite a ways out in Death Valley. I'm gonna keep on keeping on, and you guys have a great day. See ya.